Hi, welcome to my channel Read with Shubham. Today in this video, I will talk about why your English is not improving. Maybe some of you might have been practicing for a long time, maybe for 1 year or more than 1 year, but your English has not improved yet. What could be the reasons? So please watch the video till the end. I will tell you why your English is not improving. So the first point that I think that maybe you are focusing on grammar too much. You learn grammar each and every day, and the moment you speak English, you try to use your grammatical rules all the time, and that's why you don't get the flow in your speaking. Yes, I know grammar is important, but some basic grammar is important to speak English. If you are a basic learner, so your focus should not be on learning grammar right now. Okay, so when you speak, you think this is the grammatical structure, subject, verb, object. You keep thinking in your brain the grammatical structure, and you can't speak properly. Okay, next next point that I think that maybe you might have been translating from your native language to English. You translate in your brain, and after that you try to speak English. So that's how you can never speak English. Maybe some of the sentences you can speak by doing translation, but for a long time, if you really want to speak English, your translation will not help you. So you have to stop doing translation. Okay, like some of us already know Hindi language. So how we have learned Hindi language? When we speak Hindi, do we translate Hindi from our native language, or we just simply speak Hindi? We simply speak Hindi language, right? We don't translate Hindi from our native language. You might have seen some of the little kids, they speak Hindi properly. They don't know anything about Hindi grammar, but they can speak Hindi properly. So just think that your translation will not help you to become a fluent speaker. Next point that I think that you are not giving much time on your speaking. You hardly speak for 10 to 15 minutes. You have to give much time. You have to give maximum time on your speaking. Whenever you get free time, you have to think in English, you have to speak English, and you have to give much time on speaking. Speaking is very important to improve your fluency. And next point that I think that you have the fear of making mistakes. You already know something in English language, but when you speak in front of others, you have the fear in your mind that whether you are making any mistakes or not, and because of your fear you can't speak English properly. So if you are making mistakes, it is acceptable to accept the mistakes. No need to think too much about your mistakes. Just keep speaking continuously. But one more thing you have to remember, when you have made some mistakes, try not to repeat the same mistakes again. You can make new mistakes every day, but you should not repeat the same mistakes that you have already done. Okay, next points you have to give time on each and every pillar of English language. English learning has four pillars: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Listening is very, very important. I have already made a video why listening is important to learn any language. Not only English, to learn any language, listening plays a vital role. So you can watch that video of mine. And now comes to the reading. Reading is very important. Why reading is important? When you read, you come across new vocabulary, right? And your reading helps you in your fluency, in your pronunciation. So every day you have to read. Maybe some of you don't have the habit of reading books. Maybe somebody has told you to read English newspaper, but you don't have any interest in reading English newspaper. Maybe some of you might have been reading English newspaper forcefully. So you can choose any book that interests you. You can choose comic books, story books, any books, love story book, right? So you have to choose any book that interests you in reading. Okay. Next, writing. Writing is very, very important. When you write something, that also helps you in your fluency. You have to write each and every day. But when you have to write, just before going to bed, you have to write something that has happened with you today. Any special thing or any bad thing that has happened with you today, you have to write just before going to bed. Okay. And speaking you have to do, as I said. And one more vital thing that I want to tell you: whenever you watch any English video or when you listen any English content, sit with a pen and paper. If you find any good word, good phrase, or any good sentence, you have to write immediately on your notebook. But what you are doing, you are simply watching videos, listening English contents. You don't write anything on your notebook. Yes, without pen and paper, how you can improve your English? You have to write down, and after that you have to study, and you have to use the words or phrase that you have written in your speaking. If you forget, you can again check your notebook and learn from there. Okay, these things you have to do. And one more thing, that you have to speak every day. I have already told you in one of my previous videos that you have to speak each and every day. What you are doing, maybe you speak 6 days in a week, and only for one day you don't speak. You just think that this is my holiday, I have already spoken for 6 days, and only for today it's my holiday, I will not speak. So no, you have to speak for 7 days in a week continuously. You can't skip a single day. Okay. And one, I think I have already told you so many things. So speak in a simple way, speak as much as possible, and never ever think about your mistakes. Okay. And always you have to have the positive thoughts that you can speak English. If you have negative thoughts that your English is not good, your vocabulary is not good, you make lots of grammatical mistakes, you can't speak properly. So instead of having negative thoughts, you have to have positive thoughts, such as you can say, I'm a good speaker, I'm improving my English, I have good vocabulary, very soon I can improve my English, and I will start speaking English in public places. That's how you have to appreciate yourself, and you have to have positive thoughts that will also help you in your speaking journey. Okay, and one more thing that you will have to do, that is the self talk. You have to speak with yourself. Okay, if you are in your room or if you are outside, then you can speak with yourself. If you feel shy to speak in front of people, you can close your door, and inside your room you can speak loudly. You can talk about anything. You can talk about relationship, you can talk about your friend, you can talk about your family, your place, your study, anything that interests you. Okay, self talk is very important, and if it is possible you can record your video, and after that you can listen to your own voice how you have spoken, or if there are any mistakes that you have done or not. You can listen, and after that you can rectify your mistakes if you have done in your speaking. So guys, do all of these things. I think you can improve. And again I'm saying, don't expect for the result very soon. If you follow the process, then definitely you will get the result. Today or the other day, you will definitely get the result if you follow the process of learning English with utmost interest. You have to love this beautiful language. Okay, so that's all in this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Bye bye, take care.